Doing good.
Okay, well, so I just wanted to review for our last couple sessions. We've talked about like a lot of concerns that you've had, ranging from trouble balancing school, stresses that come from having two jobs, the difficulties that you've had from not having a car. And in our last session, you talked heavily about the relationship with your sister.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted to start there. Any updates with you and your sister's relationship?
We've been talking a little bit more, I guess. So we still want to kind of work on developing that relationship. So yeah.
How often do you talk now?
Probably once a week, maybe.
Okay.
Probably once a week.
What does a good relationship look like to you?
I would probably we don't talk exactly once a week. Probably at least twice a month. But I would like to talk more than that. And when we do talk, I don't want the conversation to be forced or like awkward silence while we on the phone. Or she'll like call me if she needs something, and I don't want her to feel like that's the only time she should call me. You should be able to call. She should be able to call me and just talk about like what's going on, or if you need any advice compared to like money or something.
So how do you think you could have a conversation that's not forced with her?
I don't know. I guess I could have a list of stuff to talk about maybe.
Yeah, that's a great idea actually. As we're nearing the end of our sessions, I think it's good to set goals for yourself, and it sounds like you really want to build that relationship with your sister. And I think the first step is, like you said, you could write a list of things to say before, so you don't feel like it's so forced. How often would you like to talk to her?
This is sometimes we sound like too much. We're both busy. So I would say at least once a week. So probably about a little bit more than once a week. But it could even be at least once a week. And then just little calls on the side. So I don't know how often that would be.
What days are you free?
Tuesdays and Thursdays are really bad days. Wednesdays aren't that great. But I can do Wednesdays probably.
Wednesday night or morning?
Wednesdays not that great.
Wednesdays aren't that great.
Fridays?
Fridays?
Yeah, Fridays work. Maybe Sunday. And I guess Monday. I can make Monday.
Because you should also talk to her. Do you know what her days look like? Well, you definitely call her and ask what her days look like, and you guys could set up a time where you can call her. And how long would you like to talk for?
Probably 30 minutes at least. It could be quick, just to hear her voice and see what's going on and catch up. So probably about 30 minutes.
How long do you talk now?
5, 10, like 10 minutes. It kind of depends on what
Only
we're
5
talking
to 10
about.
minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds kind of. I'm sorry that you don't talk more. I can understand that you want to talk more with your sister, so I think it's good that we're working towards these goals. So you said you want to talk 30 minutes, right? At least.
At least 30 minutes.
And so we want to make a list before you call her. What kind of things do you think you'd want to talk with her about?
Maybe school, work, how's work, my nephew, see how that's been going with him.
Okay, yeah.
Her relationship, I can see.
Maybe your relationships?
Oh no. Oh God, I don't have any.
You can talk about that.
Good. We did.
You guys talk about, she's not in school, is she? But she works.
Yeah, she
talk
works.
about her work, family. I think there's a lot you could make a list for.
Kind of just like what's going on in your life. We talk about. I don't really want to talk about relationships too much because I don't approve of hers.
Yeah. So you want to avoid that?
Yeah, I want to talk about her getting back in school, or like finding like a stable job, or just branching out from where she's at, and trying to just like grow and develop as a person compared to just being in the same situation.
Yeah, I think that's great. You also mentioned that she will sometimes call you just when she needs things. I think that's another great thing that you could probably talk about, is letting her know that she can call you just 'cause too. Maybe even expressing to her that, you're not just here for her when she has problems, but you're always there for her.
Oh yeah, so I could like tell her that.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually say it. Okay.
Yeah, just open communication. I think that's great to like tell your feelings and how you're really feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that's great. A list. How other ways do you think you can become closer with your sister?
I guess see her maybe.
Okay, how often do you see each other now?
Well, she says in another state, so we don't really see each other that often. Plus, I'm like in school, so once a year,
Only once a year.
if that. So
I can understand it could be really hard for you to only see your sister once a year.
yeah, it's kind of sad.
I can
Yes, sir.
understand why you wouldn't have that close a relationship when you only see somebody once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so how often would you like to see her?
Probably 3 times a year, 2 times maybe. I'll probably be okay with 2 times.
2 times?
Like beginning, end, or probably. I'm not exactly sure have a number in my head of how often I want to see her. But I like to see her more. Probably like during breaks or something.
Breaks, yeah. She lives in Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
How far is that from Chicago?
14 hours.
That is 14
I
hours.
think it was 14 hours.
Okay.
14 hours.
Yeah, I can see how it'd be difficult to meet up that often.
Yeah.
How far is that from Mizzou?
It may be 18 hours from Chicago and
Mhm.
about 14 hours or 12 hours from Brazil.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Where at Oklahoma is it?
Frederick.
Frederick. Is that like in the middle of the state or is that like on the
It's I don't know, but it's terrible out there. It's like really boring and dry,
Mhm.
and it's like 2 hours from Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So it's not like one of the main places people go. So it's like really just
Dead. So maybe you guys could meet up in Chicago instead.
yeah.
If you're saying it's so boring in Oklahoma, like you're from Chicago, that's a real exciting city. They
Mhm.
have that tower. What's the famous tower there?
The Willis Tower.
Yes,
The
the
Sears
Willis Tower
Tower.
and the Sears Tower. They have all kinds of things in Chicago, and you're from there. You grew up there, so you probably know all the good spots, and you could probably take her around there.
Yeah.
How long would you like a visit to be?
A week. I thought it'd be a good enough time to allow us to really like hang out and go see the different sites or like do stuff, go out to eat or something. It could even be 5 days, maybe. Or even, I would be okay probably with a weekend, but I would prefer it to be longer just because we don't see each other as often. So
What's the longest you've actually stayed with her?
before she had my nephew, she stayed with us for like a month or 2, like a summer.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was nice.
Okay.
And then like 2 summers, 2 summers ago, we went to Oklahoma and stayed there for like the summer. Well, it was 1 summer ago. It was last summer actually.
Mhm.
We went there and stayed there for the summer.
Okay, so I think pretty reasonable to see her for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she could come visit you for a week in Chicago, and you could show her some of your favorite places. What are your favorite places?
I like to shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I like going downtown. The water tower.
Mhm.
I like the store called Agachi. Agachi, I don't know how to say it, I like it.
Uh-huh.
What else do I like? I like Steve Madden. I like the little store, Steve Madden. What else do I like? I like to eat. I like Olive Garden. I love pasta, so I'm very simple. I just like Olive Garden or something I went with my sister one time. It was really good. I knocked on them off the top of my head, but it was really good. I like to take her there. I don't know.
These sound like great places to take her. Like you could probably make a whole agenda, especially if at the beginning, if it feels awkward having that one-on-one time. Doing things would be, fill that empty space. Like if you guys are going to see things, like that'd be good conversation. So there's not just awkward silence or something. And how do you think you'd plan that with her?
I guess I could call her maybe and talk to her, or when she get out there, I can like an itinerary things to do.
Yeah. When would be a good time for you?
Um, or to come out there,
Yeah.
or
Maybe over a break.
yeah, I can go with her. Probably Christmas break or
Christmas break?
Thanksgiving break.
What's Chicago like over Christmas? Is it like?
It's cold. It's cold. It's really cold.
Is it like fun? Is it like Christmassy? You think she really like that?
Yeah, I think she will. She came Christmas before, so she knows what Chicago is like.
Mm-hmm.
Over Christmas, well, during the Christmas season. So, downtown is really pretty, and it's like a big tree. They have like a lighting ceremony.
That's nice.
I just like that tonight. Like no ice skating.
That's great. I think she'd like that. That sounds like you guys could have some really good bonding time. And do you imagine it just being her, or would she bring her nephew too?
Well, that's our son, so she'll have to bring him.
I mean, your nephew. Excuse me.
She'll bring him. So I would like to see him too.
You guys need to?
Yeah.
Okay. So the three of you, that'd be really nice. So let's just like see what we have. So you want to build a better relationship with your sister. And then how we could do that was you want to talk to her more often.
Yeah.
So you can try calling her on the days that you said you were free, which was
Monday, Friday, and Sunday.
okay. And I think it'd be great to call her and like compare your schedules to see when you can talk. And you want to talk for at least 30 minutes, right?
Yeah. And we don't have to talk for 30 minutes each of those days, but at least one of those days have a 30-minute.
As long as it's longer than 5 minutes,
Yeah.
that's making progress. And then you want to make a list before you call her. And you said you talk about work and
We can talk
school.
about work, getting back on in school, having higher standards for better men.
Okay.
I guess her son, see how what he's doing, and how she's taking care of him and everything. Just what's going on in her life, probably.
Updates
Catch
on
up.
your life. Okay. And then another thing you could do, like you said, was to actually see her, plan like a visit, like a trip together. So I guess you could call her about coming for a week to Chicago during Christmas break. Would you say over actual Christmas or just Christmas break?
I would like to spend the Christmas with her. So
okay.
probably that weekend, that week, Christmas week, or probably like Christmas to New Year's would be nice. She's 19, or I think she's 19. She can we can go out.
Okay.
So I can't get to any real clubs, but we can go out and do stuff. She likes to go out.
She does?
Yeah.
She likes a good time.
Yeah. Last time I talked to her, she's like, why don't you ever try and do anything with me over the summer? Like, we can go to, what you say, LA together or Florida. So instead of
Do you like to go out?
Yeah. I think it'll be weird because
You guys have
we
that in
can't
common,
go.
though.
You know, I'll be 22. And it'll be weird. She's like 18, 19. We look like a under 21 club.
Yeah.
So we kind of,
You'd be a little young,
yeah,
but
I'm a little old. I feel like a cougar.
well, at least you get to do it together. So yeah, Christmas week in Chicago, and you said you could take her to downtown. You said it's really pretty. They have a lighting ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, take her to. And you can do to your favorite restaurants. And like the touristy spots and stuff. What do you think her son would like to do?
He's still little. You know how to walk. Maybe can look his wife
I don't.
Probably
actually,
not.
Probably
For
not.
those
They probably
boys, I
can't
would-
skate.
Okay, so he can't go skating. We can do a lighting ceremony, and he'd just be in there, be nice. He'd probably like that. See Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
So we can go to the mall or see Santa.
I think this is a great plan for you. This would really help build a relationship with your sister like you'd like. Does this sound good to you?
Yeah, I think it's a great plan.
Okay, good. And I just want to work on another, so all this stuff, is this all in walking distance? Because you said you didn't have a car. It's not.
Oh.
That's okay. We can make another goal, and it could be to work towards getting a car.
Oh, I would like that. I would
Okay.
like that.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, I don't.
Okay. First, before even getting a car, I think the first goal would be to get a driver's license.
Mhm.
Do you want one in Illinois or Missouri?
I prefer Illinois just because that's like where I'm from, and I'll probably be going back there when I finish school. So probably it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you have a permit?
yes,
And what's it for, Illinois?
Illinois.
Okay. So then it'd probably be easier to get your driver's license if you already have your permit there. So you'd have to. Are you trying to establish residency?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I could probably get your license first.
Mhm.
That'd be easier. So you have your permit right now.
Mhm.
So do you know the steps to getting a license in Illinois?
I don't exactly know. I know you need a permit, a certain number of driving hours. I can drive with someone under 21. I mean, over 21.
Yeah.
I believe they're like the main restriction. You need a certain amount of hours.
So how long have you had your permit for?
I've had it for about a year already, so I still have a year left to use it.
Do you have any friends that are 21 and older that have a car that would let you practice with them?
Yeah, I would probably ask my friend.
Okay. Roommates, friends, good support system that would help you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You could try, you could ask them and see if they'd let you drive them to like the grocery store and school or any errands that they have. You could offer to drive, get those hours in, and you'd be able to practice with someone that's over 21. Because you're gonna have to, on the test, there's like, you have to know when you're parking uphill, which way to turn your wheel. You gotta parallel park, and I would imagine that you probably need some practice for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably review on the written test to
Mhm.
see what the driving rules are, how to parallel park. You could probably look up YouTube videos on how to parallel park, and then you can practice downtown. There's plenty of places
Oh yeah, I
downtown.
could.
How else do you think you could practice?
I guess like I said, ask my friends.
Mhm.
Ask them. I actually go practice. Pretty like a schedule in which I'm
Yeah.
available to practice.
That's a good idea.
So,
Schedule. So then once you feel like you're ready, you'll actually take the driver's test. And you'll get like a score, and hopefully you pass. And then once you get your driver's test, you'll have to go to the DMV.
okay.
So that would be the next step, is to go there and actually get your driver's license, which is really easy. You just like,
Do what I learned while driving.
yeah, and then you go to the DMV and take your picture and all that, because you know you've got your permits, like the same
Mhm.
like that. So yeah, that would definitely be your first step, is to get your driver's license. Do you know when you'd like to have that back?
Before Christmas break, maybe.
Before Christmas break? Okay. I think that's really doable. When will you be going home?
Thanksgiving break, Christmas break.
Um,
I guess I can get it. I can probably practice here,
mhm.
and when I go home, take a test in Chicago. When I go home for Christmas break, just the other month out, I can probably the first week practice while I'm there, and then the second week before Christmas, well, like that first right before Christmas, get my license.
Yeah.
That way, my sister come down, I'll have it.
That sounds like a good goal. So you want your sister to come down. Are you planning for this Christmas or next Christmas?
This Christmas.
This Christmas?
Yes.
Okay. So you'd have to call her by like before, plan it all out.
Mhm.
And so then you'd want to have your sister come visit by this Christmas, and you want to have your license before Christmas.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a really good plan. Do you feel like this is doable for you? How do you feel about this?
I thought it was attainable.
Okay, good. Does your grandma have a car?
Yes.
There you
So
go.
that's a good way to try.
So then once she's down here, if you have your license, you can borrow your grandma's car. Does your sister have a license?
No.
Okay, so between the two of you, somebody will probably have to have a license. So I hope you feel confident. Okay, that's great. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
No, no questions, sorry.
Okay, then I think we should just get started right away on like the goals that we've set. I think the first thing you could do is just start calling your sister more. And you could probably start that. Today is Saturday, right? Okay, then you said either Sundays or Mondays you could call her, so you could either start tomorrow or on Monday.
Okay,
All right,
that works.
Good. I'm glad we feel confident.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.